Okay, after about an hour of fluffing, I think we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. What's up, guys? Finally the day. I am going to be answering your questions on Instagram. I posted this probably like, well, let's just check. Okay, 8 weeks ago. So it was 2 months ago that I posted this picture to ask me questions, and so I'm finally answering them. So sorry about the wait. I'm finally able to do it today. Dude, mad questions, son. Okay, I'm gonna go to the very first comment because I feel like that's a nice courtesy to do. So all-time high asks, where do you imagine yourself 5 years from now? That is a loaded question. If YouTube is here, I will be here making videos, but let's just say I hope to be happy and fulfilling all of my goals. Queenie, what inspired you to help others? I enjoy helping people. If I learn something new, I just want to share it with everybody. Well, especially if I'm having a hard time with it, then I feel like other people are probably having a hard time with it too, and so I just want to share what I know. Color Junkie Tay, what pushed you to keep going on YouTube even when you had no more than 100 subscribers? Okay, well, I started in 2009, and who even knew what a subscriber was back then? We weren't even thinking about that. We just literally wanted to share information, and that's really what just kept me going, was the comments and people watching my videos. Because people were watching it and it was helping them, that's really what made me keep going. When I had 2 subscribers, I was happy. When I had 50, when I had 100, I mean, I was never upset by my small number of subscribers. Back in the day, people weren't motivated by subscribers. We were motivated by the connection. And so that's what kept me going, was my connection with you guys. Even though today everyone's so focused on getting more subscribers, I feel like that should always be your focus, is just how are you helping people and are you making that connection? Moving on! Cassie asks, do you maintain your husband's hair as well? If so, with what? Girl, he maintained his own hair. Yeah, no, Felipe maintains his own hair. I already have Olivia's hair that I have to deal with and my own hair to now. Ooh, Fem901, describe your dream house. Where do I start? It doesn't have to be huge, just big enough for me to have space. I would love floor to ceiling windows. What? Just like a wall of just windows. Wherever the light comes in the most, I just want that to be windows, and that would open up to the living space. I don't have a lot of preferences, you know, these are just off the top of the dome, you know. I haven't thought about this all my life. No, I need his and her sinks, 2 sinks in the bathroom, possibly 3, because Olivia likes to be up in there sometimes, like maybe a little itty bitty one in the middle. He needs his own space. I can't have his toothbrush dripping all over mine. No. I would love a rain shower. Are we talking about specifics here? I'm getting very excited about your question. I gotta move on. Shay Famo. Natural85, how do I encourage my teen daughter on her natural hair journey when I have a perm? Well, I always say lead by example, so what's stopping you from going natural? You can straighten your hair all you want, you can wear it curly. You can get that relaxed hair look with natural hair. I would encourage you to lead by example and go natural, because it's going to be easier for you to help her too if you have experience and then you know exactly how to help her with her specific needs. But if you don't want to go natural, I would just do my best to have natural haired images present in front of her at all times. I don't know, I guess I would ask you, if you want your daughter to stay natural, why are you not staying natural? That's my question. In the nicest way possible. Okay, I don't judge. You can relax, you can do natural, you can do whatever the heck you want. But leading by example is always the strongest way to go. Odd photos. Do you want more kids? I knew I was gonna get that question. It's a yes and no answer. I think it would be awesome for Olivia to have a sibling. I know that Felipe would love to have a boy. He loves Olivia obviously, but every guy also wants to have a son, you know what I mean? And it would be so adorable. I would love to have another one. However, there's many reasons why I could think of not having another one. A couple of them being because I had pregnancy complications on the first one. I'm very afraid to do that again. Second reason is because my schedule is already all over the place. It's already difficult to give Olivia as much attention as I need to and continue to get my work done. So that would be even harder with 2 children, and I don't want to give Olivia any less attention. It's that work at home mom guilt, working mom, where it's like you feel like you're not giving them enough attention and blah blah blah. So I feel like it would escalate with another child. So those are some of the reasons why I say yes and no to wanting another kid. However, Felipe and I always just say, whatever happens, happens. What am I gonna do? Working fashions. Are you supposed to trim your hair even if your hair doesn't have split ends after 3 or 4 months? I personally feel like it depends on the person. Everyone's hair splits and knots at different rates, and so I don't really subscribe to the whole trim your hair every 3 to 4 months. I think you need to trim your hair when you need to trim your hair. So just pay attention to what your hair is telling you. If you're styling your hair and it's super smooth and it's been 4 months and you don't feel like you need to trim it, or it doesn't look damaged, it doesn't feel damaged, and you cannot see any tangible split ends and knots, there's no point, in my opinion, to trim it. However, if you're styling your hair and you notice lots of split ends and knots and it looks thin on the ends and it feels very dry and damaged, then obviously it's time to trim it. So I always just say pay attention to your hair and it will tell you what it needs. Sorry about the lighting in this video, but I'm using sunlight and it's like a cloudy day, so the clouds are like rolling by. Racks and rats ass. That was like a tongue twister. What advice would you give someone that wants to start their own business? Was it risky at first for you? Starting your own business is always a risk. It will never stop being a risk. Even when your business is doing well and is succeeding, it's still a risk because you're working for yourself. So if you decide to start a business, you are accepting risk into your life, which is not a bad thing. Failure is a good thing. Embrace it. It teaches you things. It teaches you life lessons that you would not have known otherwise. My advice would be, if you're starting a business, to do so while you are still earning money somewhere else. For example, I am a graphic designer by trade. I was also doing YouTube while I was doing graphic design. So start your business while you are employed or making money somewhere else, and plan out your exit strategy. You usually don't want to leave your employed position until you are making as much or more than you made in your employed position and you know that it's consistent. Basically, you reduce risk if you start your business while having some other form of paying your bills, so that it's less risky if the business doesn't pan out because you still have your job to fall back on. And also, don't be afraid of failing. It's a risk that everyone who has been an entrepreneur, who has been in business for themselves, has experienced. Well, traditional business. I've done both. I've done a traditional business and I've done kind of like a internet business. Bree Chelsea asks, what is your favorite thing to do when you're stressed out? Something new that I've been doing is taking nice, long, warm baths consistently at least once a week, and it has helped tremendously. I'm talking all the trimmings. Bath salts, salt scrubs, bubble baths, all of the above, my pillow, and you just kind of light the candles and relax. Do not disturb on the door. Nobody's coming in. That's currently been my favorite way to relax, and then afterwards I give myself a little bit of massage, like my hands and my feet, and it just feels really, really good. Hey Allie asks, what's your biggest hope for Olivia when she grows up? My biggest hope is that she is happy, obviously, and self-sufficient, and confident, yeah, and smart. Alapan Diaz asks, have you had a day when you were so frustrated with your hair that you thought about chopping again? Ever since I put the highlights in my hair and I have been resuscitating it, trying to bring it back to life, trying to heal it from the damage and cutting out all the highlights and just dealing with kind of like uneven hair, I've wanted to chop my hair, at least have thought about it once a week, at least. But it's a frustration that passes. Just have to hold on and think, girl, you will get through this too. Having gone from long hair and then chopping it short and chopping it because I had to get rid of damaged ends, it has been very frustrating. I mean, some days I love my bob, but you know, I liked when I had long hair that I could do either a short hairstyle like a bob, and then the next day I could do long hair if I wanted to. I don't have that option anymore. It's just I can only do short hair, and that is frustrating. Not to mention, I really enjoyed my TWA. I thought it was really cute and really curly little tiny spiral curls, and I miss that sometimes. I like, especially nowadays since I'm growing my hair out, I'm like, oh, I could just chop it all off. And I'm like, girl, if you chop your hair off, you will be even more pissed because it will take you even longer to grow. So I just kind of deal with my frustrations. I take a woosah, take a few breaths, chill out, and I just get through my week and move on. I'm gonna be changing my hairstyle up soon because I just wanted to change, and plus I'm trying to do more protective styling for the winter. So my hair is so uneven though. Ugh. Chic Neku asks, best products for a college student's budget for a wash and go. What you need to do is you need to go to Trader Joe's, get yourself some tea tree tingle conditioner for $4 and use that as a co-wash. And then to seal, you can use shea butter. You can make your own shea butter cream, or you can just seal with some olive oil, which is so cheap in the grocery store. Then boil yourself some flax seeds. I think you could do it in a microwave too, since you're in college, you probably don't have a stove. And make your own flax gel to define. Wash and go for college kids. Yeah. I feel like this video is way too long already. There's a lot of questions and they're really good questions. I can't do them all though. I might do a part 2. Janelle Smiles asks, are you where you thought you would be at this time in your life? No, I'm not. I don't think anybody is ever where they feel, okay, well maybe not generally, but for the most part, I feel like most people are not where they thought they would be at a certain part in their lives. My goals have changed since I graduated college, but I thought, you know, I'm gonna be 30 this year. I thought for sure I would have like a house by 30 and like, you know, all this stuff, and I'm still in my 2-bedroom apartment, and there's a reason for that. But, you know, you make sacrifices for other things that you want, and you learn that as you get older. Like when I was younger, I thought that my life was gonna go a certain way that everybody feels like it should go, which is not bad, but I don't want that for my life anymore. And so your goals change, and so obviously I'm not where I thought it would be, but that's okay with me because my goals are different. So my goals are just different. But I will say I am happy at where I am right now. I feel like knowing what I know now at my age with my experience, I am good like with where I am. I feel like I'm making the necessary steps to get to where I need to be at a reasonable time. Kendall asks, how do you feel about short hair shrinkage? I like short hair shrinkage. I liked it more when my hair was longer because I had more options. When you have short hair already, it's kind of giving you that many options. So it's like, oh, what do you want, short hair or shorter hair? In general, I like shrinkage. Odd photos, who do you think Olive looks most like? And I believe she looks most like both of us. I don't think she looks like most like anybody, honestly. When she's standing next to me, I feel like she looks like Felipe. When she's standing next to Felipe, I feel like she looks like me. And if you compare baby photos, maybe I'll put some in this video, she looks like both of us as babies, but she's kind of like a perfect mix of both of us. And so I see a little bit of me and a little bit of Felipe in her whenever I look at her. So it's really, really, really cool. I'm gonna stop there. I have so many more questions. You guys went ham. Look at that! Girls, you guys, 803 questions, dude. So I will do another video, but thank you guys so much for asking these questions. They're really, really good, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have asked me in the next one. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know that you want to see me answer more of these questions, and I will see you in the next one. If you missed my last video, I did some wearable bantu knots, which are really, really cute, and the very first time that I've actually ever worn bantu knots out of the house. So if you want to check out how I did that using a technique called threading, you can click the link on the top. And if you guys are into daily vlogs, you click the link on the bottom to come hang out with me and the family. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.